because of what is going on in the country, you will allow us to address you in installments. Even some of our colleagues who are coming to attend this press briefing, because of the so many roadblocks now around Kampala, they will be coming late. But the major issue, Buhaburwa, after 41 years in power, at officially 81 years, Museveni is closing road starting today, after what he called overwhelming victory, that he will be sworn in tomorrow. We have lived troubled lives in the last 4 decades under Museveni. But life will be worse when Museveni begins his 5th decade in power. There are problems, whether it is in health, whether it is in education, whether it is in the public works. And we have had a relatively young Museveni taking over power 40 years ago, 41 years ago, but failing to deliver on the critical requirements of the country. You now are headed for another decade, another 5 years of an old man. And there are all signs that Museveni now rules the country because of his old age with his son and wife and brother. So this is going to be the worst term in the history of Uganda. And that's what the country must brace itself for. That you have an 80-year-old man, after cheating elections, after militarizing of the politics in Uganda, tomorrow he has invited his business partners from the region, and business partners, you may want to call them heads of state. He has invited Suruhu, with whom they do business, and others from the region. So those ones you will see, and many other leaders with whom Museveni is doing business in the region, South Sudan, Somalia, Equatorial Guinea. So these are the fellows who will be coming to witness his swearing in. So we want to ask Ugandans to brace themselves for this term that is going to be the worst in our history. We have our leaders who are still in prison. The founding president of our struggle, Dr. Kizza Besigye, is in prison. He has spent there now 541 days, together with his AD Haji Obedi Lutale. Our Secretary for Foreign Affairs, Samuel Makoha, is in prison, and a score of other leaders and supporters of other political parties. Just before his swearing in, what ordinarily should have been a cascade, a normal way of organizing functions, Museveni brought the Protection of Sovereignty Bill, which, if you read the purpose and intent, it is actually the protection of the Museveni family in power. It has nothing to do with the sovereignty of Uganda. And that's why it is his son swearing and his father. So that was the cascade for you to know what is going to unfold in this term of office. That even before just had the 2 weeks to swearing in, the man was in a hurry to enact a law to protect himself in power under the guise of protection of Uganda's sovereignty. So we, as PFF here, we are coordinating with other colleagues in other parties. We think this is the time for the country to raise up. Otherwise, you're going to have an 80-year-old man tired, extremely tired, maybe sleeping in State House in Tebe or Nakasero, and then his son, like it has happened in all the jurisdictions of dictatorship, whether it was Bakiri Muruzi, whether it was Kamuzu Banda, Husni Mubarak, Gaddafi, Mugabe, they are all ruling from through members of their family. You saw Grace Mugabe in Zimbabwe. You saw Gaddafi's son. Bashir was preparing for the same. So that's what we need to be preparing for. The militarization of our lives, and poverty, poor education, poor road network, So that's what's going to define Museveni's next 5 years. So today we ask the country, please don't bother with this ceremony. Just bother with what is going to befall you when Museveni takes another oath, which to him will be a validation of everything that he did during elections. So that is our message today to the population. Please prepare. Soon we will be reaching out to you to collectively find a solution, because we will never give up. At least if the others did, PFF will never. I now want to invite Commander Ingrid, herself a victim of the last election. She will speak to you, and then we will do Uganda.
We've seen the deployment. Some of us are not surprised. And we shouldn't blame him anyway, because we know, and he knows, he did not win elections. The population is not in his favor. Even the invited guests that are coming, maybe from other countries, most likely they are scared. They don't know what they will find on the ground, because they know he did not win elections. You remember the other time when he was swearing in 2012, what happened on the road in Entebbe. So since then, most presidents have been shunning his swearing in, because they think most likely it can turn the same. But the deployment is protecting him from what? From Ugandans who overwhelmingly voted him, as he said. When Bob Wine is in exile, Dr. Besigye is in prison, and he has deployed everywhere to make sure that the population doesn't see what is going on. Maybe we shouldn't even see or witness the visitors who will be coming around. But Kororo people who will be in Kororo will be hired. He has hired everyone to come and attend his swearing in. So who voted him? Ugandans must brave themselves, like he said, for the next 5 years. But we must be careful so that he doesn't die and he continues ruling us. Because they have changed the constitution, they have done everything, and anything can happen. He dies and he remains the president of this country. So we must stand up and claim our country. We must not give up. As we always say, we will never surrender. We will continue struggling to make sure that we reclaim our country. Please, Ugandans, don't lose hope. He's swearing in, but he's not the president. Even the members of parliament, about 80–70% of them who either rigged or bought victory, you will see them holding Bibles, also swearing in the name of Allah, in the name of God, in the name of Jesus Christ. So help me God. But that doesn't change anything. The several petitions which are in court, whether you have sworn in or not, you will come down and we will get you to the position where you are supposed to be. Otherwise, we are ready. We will keep on struggling. We will keep on fighting for our country. We will keep on fighting for our children and our sovereignty. Human rights are universal. The sovereignty bill they are talking about, human rights are universal. Even Mr. Museveni, in his book, The Mustard Seed, he praises the foreign forces that helped him to capture power here. So any people or any country whose rights are abused, it's a concern, it's a universal concern. You cannot stop anyone, any foreign country from coming to rescue a country that is being abused. As he states it very well in his Mustard Seed book. He was supported by Libya, by how Gaddafi dropped guns and Julius Nyerere, how he fought to rescue this country. So even the same will happen. The bill will not stop anything. There will be people, there will be countries, there will be states who are willing to come and rescue Uganda, because any rights that are abused, everyone is a victim. If my rights are being abused, you cannot stop someone to come and rescue me or stand by me. So we are saying no congratulations to the person who rigged the elections, to the person who is not popular in this country, to the person who has misgoverned us for all these years. There is no congratulations from PFF, and we will not attend the function. We will keep on struggling. Thank you so much.
You do Uganda as well.
Stroke Ruchiga. Tulabye deployment. Woyita wonna maje oyinza okulowooza nti olutalo lutandise buto, naye ffe tetuli surprised kubanga tukimanyi kize nga kibeerawo. Omuntu ataawangula akalulu alina okulaba nti yeekuuma asobole okutuuka ku swearing in oba kulayira. Era nakati manyi nti awulira mu mutima gwe kimulaga era kimugamba teyawangula. Kyoba olaba abantu abandi badde balowooza nti bamulonda era yagamba nti yawangula ebitundu 7 ne waggulu. Kati awo yandibadde ajja n'atambula n'ebigere, ffenna nga tumwaniriza, abantu bonna nga beeyiwa ku kkubo nga bamwaniriza kubanga bamwagala kubanga yawangula. Naye akimanyi teyawangula. Twandisanyuse nga tulaba Bobi Wine ali eyo Kololo okumukulisa ng'agenze kulayira. Twandisanyuse Dr. Besigye nga waali. Naye tebaliiwo. Omu ali mu exile, omulala ali mu komera. Kati awo agenda kugamba nti yawangula ki? Teri kye yawangula. N'abagenyi baayise ndowooza nabo beeralikira kubanga ekiseera kibadde kiyiseewo okuva 2012 abantu bwe baba basalawo abagenyi Entebbe Road ekyaliwo awo abaali bazze okulayira ne babasalawo ne babagamba ono teyawangula, bazze nga beeralikirira ng'abayita nga tebajja. Katujja naye tumanyi nabo beeralikiridde. Abanaabeera e Kololo Bannayuganda bonna basasulwa. Teri muntu agenda kuva mu kaaye ng'agenda Kololo okusanyukirako omwami Museveni kubanga agenda kulayira. Bannayuganda bonna abanaabeerayo bonna bakadingiri be basasudde ssente bajja kubeerayo n'emmere, oluusi mubalaba n'emmere mu buveera, naye kubanga awakati waliyo kyakulya kyekibatwalayo. Mwami Museveni teyawangula akalulu wano, era ffe nga PFF ne Bannayuganda tukunga, temugwamu maanyi, twongere okwenyweza, twongere okulwana kubanga bwe mugwamu essuubi era ne tutoyongera okulwana tujja kutuuka ekiseera bwanaafa n'asigala ng'akola ki? Ng'ali ku bufuzi ng'atufuga kubanga palamenti amateeka gonna baagakyusa, tewakyaliwo ekiriyo nti ekirina okutuweereza essuubi y'okugamba nti ajja kufuga amala aveewo. Naye twegendereze tafa era n'asigala mu ntebe ng'atufuga. Engeri gye tubonyaabonyezebwa ng'Abannayuganda, eddembe ly'omuntu teribeera lya muntu omu yekka. Eddembe ly'omuntu libeera ly'abantu bonna era libeera lya nsi yonna. Mwami Museveni tumulabye nga yeewaana mu kitabo kye kye yawandiika kya Mustard Seed ng'agamba nga bwe yakwata obuyinza wano abantu abaamuyamba era okuva mu mawanga ag'ebweru. Ayogera ku Gaddafi eyali Libya, ebya Nyerere nga bwe yalwana wano olutalo, ebya Tanzania, biki byonna foreigners bonna abaamuyamba. Kijja kuddamu. Sovereignty bill tetutiisa ffe. Byayiseemu naye tebina kye bitutiisa. Kubanga ensi etunula, buli omu yenna atunula. Teri Munyayuganda agenda okunyigirizibwa tetugenda kugenda mu maaso nga tukaaba ensi ng'etunula ensi bw'esalawo okujja tuyambe ejja kujja nga bwe baamuyamba ku olwo wadde baamuyambira bwereere teri njawulo eriko n'ebyaliwo ku olwo era engeri naye nga bw'ayamba abalala tumulaba Sudaani tumulaba Somalia wuuyo Congo wuuyo Rwanda naye nga bw'agenda ayamba naffe tujja kuyambibwa era naffe nga tweteereddeko amaanyi gaffe okuva wano ku kitebe PFF tetukuyozaayoza ssebo tetukongratulatinga kubanga tewawangula ne paalamenti yo abasinga bona ababba akalulu abalala baakagula era emisango gyeri oba mulayira oba temulayira tujja kubajjayo